leadership is someone that goes from inside themselves and talk to others. Will Smith said, too many people spend money that they don't have on things that they don't want to show off in front of people they don't even like. Why? Because as human beings we have the love of being admired, of being loved. So we go out of our ways and we are like, get along with the Jones or just to look like other people, to be admired of what we do, what we have. So we look for a great house or a great car, even if we don't have the money and we are in debt. No, that's not really authentic. Authentic is someone that is not doing necessarily the politically correct things or the things that everybody is going to like. They do things because they believe in them. This is their passion and this is their commitment. And they don't care really if everybody's going to see them they are correct or they like what they do or they don't. Leadership, authentic leadership is about substance, is not about style. We have, our best thing for self-knowledge is the strength to know our own past experiences and how these past experiences empower us. I'm going to share with you a personal story that happened recently, beside all the stories that I went through. One of the other stories that I was a victim of the Northridge earthquake, 1994. I was single at that time, I was by myself, and as I told you before, I don't have any family around. And I lived in the radius of Northridge. I lived in the valley, very close to Northridge. What happened, I lived in a building apartment on the 6th floor that basically was destroyed the minute the earthquake hit. So I ran into the street, bare feet, seeing all the lights going off, dust everywhere, and just running to the street. It was freezing. I still remember that feeling. I still remember how cold the asphalt was on my feet. When I was running, because things were breaking, there were glass and stones, so my feet were actually bloody. So when I went down, there were like pools of water, and that's where I washed my feet from the blood. And there were people that were very kind. Someone gave me some socks to wear. And I was basically in the street, more or less, for 3 days. Because I could not go back to my apartment except the second day. And I had someone with me, and I only could get my keys, my important papers. And the only thing I took with me were pictures. Because at that time we didn't have the digital pictures, everything was just pictures. So and that's the only thing I took. And it took me 3 days to put myself together back. And at the same time, I saw that the building office where I worked was in flame. So I lost my job, and I lost my house at the same time. It took me 10 days to turn it around. I was in sweats for a week, just going from one friend to the other to take a shower, and after 10 days, I got another apartment, and I got another job, and I moved on. I could not dwell. I could not afford to dwell. I could not afford to say, why me? I had to